Hello everybody, happy Tuesday and welcome to another episode of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Now, last time we got to play as Toby and we solved a case, sort of. Did we get it right? We got it right. We were good. Pro detective skills. Yeah, we did. Cool. So today, we're on to a new case.
We're at 2 for 4.
2 for 4, that's not bad. For me.
2.5. I'll give you half for the train one.
Okay, I get half for the train one. I was somewhat right. So yes, it's a new day, a new case. Yay! Ooh, it looks like we're going tropically for this one. Or garden-y, or science-y. Science! Oh, it always bugs me because there's a loading screen and it loads and then it goes to the click to continue thing. Ooh. I'll be quiet now.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What?
Did you kill all your
Where have
patients?
all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey.
Oh good,
But
we're
it
keeping
worked.
bees in the
We
apartment
will have
now.
honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers.
Oh yes, and you totally want them
Anyway,
in your
Watson,
apartment.
I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I
Toby.
become so transparent? Let us go.
Yep, you gotta say bye to Toby. I wonder if Holmes is doing all these weird things like bees, trying to kill himself because he's trying to prove that Watson isn't Watson. It's a greater conspiracy. It's the overarching case of the entire game. Watson isn't Watson. Prove me wrong. I'll probably prove myself wrong at the end of the game. Okay, no, we don't want to travel yet. We gotta say hi to Toby. Good morning,
Oh
Toby.
dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
You've been shredding his paper. What a good boy, Toby. Toby's gonna unmask the alien Watson as well. I like how we just leave a roaring fire burning. We're about to leave, but just leave the fire. Okay, cool. That's a lot of bees. Oh, there's their house. I thought it was the bag for some reason, but I was like, why are bees living in a bag? Nope, it's a box. I like how they're weird little dust particles. But that works. I don't know if I'd want to live in a room with bees. Because, I mean, yeah, they're domestic bees, but they could still get angry and sting you. And how are you going to get them all out of there? What are we reading about this time, Holmes? Have no brain goo yet. Oh, I should change my clothes. I always forget that I can change my clothes. Could have set it to something fun. Ooh.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the
Oh,
Royal Botanic Gardens.
I love it.
There's no doubt that this place
Very
is
vitreous
beautiful.
architecture.
But are you really intent
Yay!
on investigating
Iron
the
and
theft of
glass.
the plants?
Yes, of course.
The greenhouse.
That counts. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh. Another cinematic.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time.
He's got red eyes.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
It's not very many people to care for so many plants. It's such a big building.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
wanted to wander
Is there
around.
something the matter?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack, just like that, so suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve.
The heart
That's
attack.
the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Cool cat, you are excessively loud. All right.
Alright, do me a favor. Look up. Okay, so this is where the confidence.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Imagine if this was Assassin's Creed, we could climb it.
Maybe we've been to the cat.
Oh, frog bears, look at your cool pond. Look at your nice water. Alright, I'm ignoring that for a sec. I'm snooping. Look at all these
Yeah,
plants.
the first thing I did was snoop through the whole place.
Plants, 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 plants. Now, if you don't know, I'm a bit of a gardener. So is Conscience. We enjoy gardening.
Go that way.
Why not?
Go the other way first.
Go the other way first. she
According
says.
to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found
Oh.
dead.
Cool. I guess I could do this. Footprints.
Buffalo garden.
The traces
Yeah.
are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Interesting. Anyway, so yes, we're a bit of avid gardeners. I think it has mostly to do with where we live. So, being in Canada, we don't have a very long summer. We get those few good months of cactuses!
Oh, you haven't even went to the actual cactus.
Cactuses! Sorry, not cactuses. We don't get a few months of cactuses. We get a few months to grow stuff in the summer where it's green and lush and nice, and then it's winter again. So I think,
I feel like it's fall again.
Yeah, it's fall
for a
again.
really long time.
and then it's fall for a really long time, and then it snows a lot, and then it's winter, and then it's cold a lot, and then it's suddenly spring. And then sometimes it still snows. And then it's suddenly summer. And then it's like plus 30 out. And you're like, how does this work? Like 3 months ago it was minus 30 out. And your body just goes through this wacky thing of, wow, what is going on? And then it's winter again. So I think that has something to do with it, of just that, oh crap, I can grow things. It's summer, it's nice, the weather is wonderful. So yeah, we grow a lot during the summer.
Also, Canada doesn't get a shelf in here. It's very depressing. I mean,
No?
technically we're not a colony at this point. We're our own country. But I
Australia.
still thought we'd get a shelf.
Yeah, because we still pay homage to the Queen. British Honduras.
I mean, there's not anything exciting that grows here.
No, true. Wallachia, New Zealand, Calcutta, Sudan, British India, Bengal. Ah, I like that they're all sorted by place. Singapore. Ah! That Venus flytrap would not be happy there. Cape Colony. Oh, I love it. Plants! Ooh, hey, that's one of those things. They're poisonous. Was that one of those big stinky lilies?
Yeah,
It is. Oh, they've got all the
But in a nice
fun plants.
confined space, just to make sure it's
Extra stinky. Okay, so we got.
The esconsson was breached near the handle.
Oh, so someone broke into the international exhibit.
Very strange. The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
Interesting. Stone chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. This broken fragment
I started
was the
rotating. Holmes.
a fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture.
Interesting. Alright, there was something on the door. Oh.
These
never mind.
windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
I mean, that would make sense considering there's so many plants over there and then there's just nothing.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Interesting. Oh, it's just so cool. This is so cool. Alright, there's the door. That's the last thing we gotta look at.
The door was smashed at shoulder height.
Okay.
This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection room. The handle was changed afterwards.
Interesting. Alright, I think that's it.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it.
Giant water lilies basin. Oh, garden plants. Water lily greenhouse. Any fun in here?
Dry tropics.
Ooh, is that gonna be cactuses? Cactuses! Aww. Cactuses hold a special place in my heart. Hey, look at them! Do they actually have, like, their names?
Yeah, in Latin.
Oh, that's so cool!
I even checked some of them.
That's so cool, Frogwares! I officially love you. All your sins are forgiven. All your instructionless things forgiven.
These flower pots are beautiful.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool
They are
space.
intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Yep, all your sins are 99% forgiven, Frogwares. Just because of this. Oh, I love it. Ah! Okay. Where to next? Anything over here we need to look at? Copy of the Times? No, nothing there? Okay. Oh,
There is a smell of burning.
the smell of burning. Wow, look at that. Something's burning. Fireplace, broken pot.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens. A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material. A broom handle was half burned.
So this is the stuff that
The
was
remains of a picture frame.
in the other side of that greenhouse.
The
but we've
plants were
got
set
some
alight fairly
plants.
recently. Some have not completely burned.
Interesting.
A protective
Excellent.
mask.
So maybe it wasn't a heart attack, it was some gas. Gas.
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn.
Ew, ew. Oh, gardens. See, someday I'd love to have gardens like this. Like, just nice gardens. I want to move somewhere.
It's really nice here.
I want to move somewhere which has a climate which is more conducive to growing things. Wales, yeah. Conscience wants to move to Wales. Aha, here we go.
Colonial collection. Water lily greenhouse. Palm house. Dry tropics. Ventilation system.
Okay.
Seed
Let's
house.
click on all of these so that
Nursery.
Holmes has read them all.
Director's office. Cloakroom and laboratory.
Okay.
Reserve.
Okay. And we are here. Sounds good. Oh, look at all their little boxes. Like, look at the level of detail they put in. Frogwares. You may have your days, but then you do something like this, and I just can't be mad at you. It just wouldn't be right.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
Cool. Yeah, this is so pretty. Oh, bunch of empty boxes. Seed house.
Locked. Seed house.
Seed house. Nope, nope, we're going this way. Look out, Watson.
Yeah, Watson gets in the way a lot. I noticed here.
Planting some little baby trees. It's quite the place for 3 people to maintain.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, yeah, holy cow.
Locked.
Okay, can't go in seed house.
Locked.
Nursery is also locked. Can we go in here? Oh, yeah. Oh, wisteria! See,
There's the colonial
I dream of
collection.
somewhere where I can grow wisterias. Wisterias are so pretty. Oh yeah, there's the colonial. Woo. Okay. Can I go in here? It's probably also
Locked.
Yeah. Watson's like, what are we doing? I'm wandering. I'm taking in all the cute flowers.
Locked.
Locked. Holmes, move! I'm stuck! Help me, Watson! Help me! Oh, I'm okay.
Locked.
I'm okay. I probably don't need to talk to you yet. Oh, it's so pretty! It's so pretty!
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Maybe? What is this? Pawn house? Ladder, sink, some flowers. Sure, we'll talk to you. Let's take a look at you. How nice of you to come off your ladder to talk to us. Yes. You have red eyes with a shaving cut and buttons. Do you work?
Do you work here?
You work
Yes,
here. There's a
part-time
plant
only.
here. All 3.
I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then that is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Okie dokie. Oh, this is cool. Ooh, and we get fun music in here as well. This would also be cool. To have something like this in your greenhouse, just to like wander through every once in a while and be like, ah, jungle. Can you imagine if like the cats were in here?
Yeah, be careful what
We'd
you do,
never
but they'd love
find
it.
them. Yeah, we'd never find
They'd
our
be up on
cats.
top of the rocks, sunning.
Yeah. Be great. Okay.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Yes, Holmesy. Okay. Let's look at the thing we were actually hired to look at.
Do not touch.
The plants were here. All of them was stolen.
Maybe Holmes stole them because he wanted fun plants for his bees. Alright, so we have Dionea carnivorous, Carlina inebriare, Florum diabolica, Chromolena or odorata, Prunus serotina, Helianthus tepuis, Biblis, Genlicia violacea, Darlingtonia, and Cracucus cephalotus.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Fun. Trees. Okay, is there anything else here? I don't know.
I want to know what those are. If they're just balloons.
Plants from the east
or-
and the land of the rising sun. What?
Turn around. Those.
Balloons?
They could be?
Yeah, they're balloons.
They don't look like balloons.
They're kind of weird balloons. But they're balloons, I think. Okay, well, I guess we'll go talk to... Oh. Oh, was there something we missed? Ooh, fragments.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
Okay. Don't know what this means yet, but... Did I miss something else? Oh, great and powerful eagle vision. We got that, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. No, I think we got everything. So maybe let's go talk to... Conscience is booping and counting things. Let's go talk to the dude who runs the place, I think. The dude with the glasses.
Martin with a Y.
Hamish, buddy. And we will remember to do our character analysis first. I'm just gonna stare at you for a while. Don't mind me. Myopic, inexpensive glasses. He's got lots of dirt stains, but I mean, I guess he works with plants.
He just got plant stuff
Yeah.
everywhere.
Whee. He lives for his plants.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Well, that was helpful.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Okay. Ooh. Task list. You are only allowed to read the newspaper during your lunch break. Wow. I like the music in the palm room. That's fun. Okay, so what am I doing with my life?
I can tell you you've missed at least 3 things.
Here?
In the greenhouse. At the gardens.
Oh. Oh no.
Are they all in the greenhouse? 1, 2... Yeah, no, they're all in the greenhouse.
Turn on our eagle visions. So we got these pots. I don't think there was anything else in here. Those aren't cactuses.
Well, if you ever win the lottery, they'll do a nice cactus room.
Yeah, then it can be like humidity controlled and hot. Oh, I'm supposed to use my vision here. The tea has shown up. I don't see anything yellow though. Or is it just... Oh, it's just because I held it down. Okay, so there's nothing here.
What should we do next,
I
Holmes?
didn't talk to you, Watson. Someone doesn't know how to mow a lawn. They have like multiple... There's only 3 people that work here.
You know, I just felt like scaring to everyone.
Okay, so we did this. It's green, so we got everything there.
4 things.
4 things. Yeah, what kind of lawn mowing is this? Good if there was like little fish in the pond. Also, your texturing kind of messed up on the pond. Unless it's supposed to be reflecting the grass, there's a lot of grass growing in your pond. Oh,
That's what you meant. Which, yeah, I haven't figured out how to finish it, so don't worry about it. Well, unless it wants to click on map of Kew Gardens.
maybe.
A map of Kew
Yeah,
Gardens.
there we go.
Okay. Still 4.
Hey! Right, so anything else in here?
That only works on things that you find with that.
Oh, okay.
A ventilation
Every time
system. It should regulate the temperature of the
It's
staff
object
buildings.
of interest.
Yeah, it means you need something to go with it.
Okay, I
No,
don't
require
have
food.
anything yet. Okay, I already went there. That's locked. Trees. More pots. Oh, another map of Kew Gardens.
Nursery.
Nursery. This one doesn't have anything different, does it?
Just you are a hero's name.
Ooh. I should hope. Ooh, these doors are different colors.
Uh-huh.
Is that pertinent to my investigation?
No.
Okay. This door's been recently replaced.
Not so far, anyway.
Okay. What am I missing?
I told you they were all in the greenhouse.
What?
Oh, that's a lie, because I remember the 4th one that's outside. 3 of them were in the greenhouse.
There's nothing here. Nothing. Oh, is it just these stupid
Farmhouse.
No,
signs?
I'm not counting
Oh,
those.
okay. It's like, because
Then you'd have like a dozen things that you missed. If you included all of the signs and charts. For the room humidity.
come on, camera, stop blocking. Ah! Oh, it keeps doing this. Like, how
It's
is
you.
that
It didn't do
useful
it to
to
me.
anyone? Nothing there. Park in a new palm tree. Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing!
According to this, they have light and moisture
Is that
control
one of
in
them?
some
No,
parts
I
of
told you I
the
wasn't
building.
including the charts and the signs.
Science. I don't know. Oh. I already looked at
Fragment
those.
of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Ooh, now we've got a broken pot.
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced.
It's kind of cheating because we already looked at the fragments. I shouldn't have to look at them again. Okay, well the eye is gone now. Oops.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so that's 2 of your things. Ooh, blood.
Blood.
Oh, I thought you got
Someone
the
fell
blood.
violently against this
Now one
sign,
more thing.
and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it.
My imagination to make sense. Yay. Breaking the door, knocking the pot. No. Right. Okay, so breaking the door, knocking over the pot, falling on the fence.
Cute.
Yeah. So someone put gas in the room, which killed him. Probably.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
2 things. One outside and one in the greenhouse.
Okay, we don't care about those. Elephant pot! It's pretty cute. Oh, here we
These
go.
plants come
3
from
things
all the
then.
territories of the
We
British
still have
Empire.
one in the...
Oh, hey!
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Ah, so something got put in the ventilation system.
There's technically one more in the greenhouse, but I don't think it's important.
Okay, so now it's just probably going to look at the ventilation system. Ah, I went throw away. Cactuses!
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
No? Oh. Okay. Well, let's look at our... Dunn was trapped. From an autopsy on Montague Dunn, the suspicious why had he forced the door of the Colonial Collection room? Why had someone cleaned the emptied room? Was it a trap or simple accident? Dun dun dun! Okie dokie. Is there still something here I'm missing?
One outdoor, one indoor.
What? There's nothing. What is that? There's nothing.
It is a thing. If you get to the right spot and look at it.
There's nothing. Nothing, I tell you. I can't look. Help. Yeah, it does nothing.
Go into the shop. 5 steps. The ladder.
Here?
Okay.
A
Oh.
water tank.
Well, that's silly. Alright, are we good now?
It's the one indoor thing. You wanna know what room it's in?
Yeah.
The reserve.
The what?
The reserve.
Oh, the
Dry
fancy
tropics.
plants? The fancy plants. Go great to have a like a greenhouse like this
I know, it's awesome.
in here.
No, it's the colonial collection.
Oh, the reserve is now. Oh, just go, Holmes. Nope, this is this. This is palm tree land. And this is the reserve. Yes. I gotta talk to you again.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
It's kind
Why?
of funny because you actually already looked at it.
Have I?
You just didn't collect it. And I could be crazy. It might be you might not be able to collect it yet.
Can't collect things. There's nothing to collect. Yeah.
Yeah, you even read part of it.
Oh, the to-do list. Yeah, no, I can't. Oh.
A task list for
Ah.
Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets, clean the storage shed tools.
Okay. Did I talk
Excuse me,
about
but I
that?
have to tidy up this room.
That's not on your list. That's not on your list. Unless this is the workshop of the large glass house. That might be this. Sure, fine, we'll give it to you. Watson, you're in the way. Alrighty, so let's go perform an autopsy. Because we can do that.
Not even really gore warning, because it's kind of more like playing with one of those plastic biology dummies.
Interesting.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
When did we speak to Lestrade? And wasn't this 2 days ago? So wouldn't they already have the body?
No, I thought that was a heart attack. It wouldn't have come here.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Let's see what he had on him. Club card? Sydney of London Club number 165, Mr. Montague Dunn. Membership of London Crest.
A membership card for the London Crest
I
Club.
think my mouse is just getting sad. We need a new one soon.
So you need a new mouse pad.
Yeah, maybe. Letter to Mr. F. Wayne, director of. Yes, because it gets stuck. Wayne and Scott's Printing Company. My friend, your poster for the Great Exhibition at Kew Gardens are very beautiful, but it is surely unnecessary to mention all the staff. My name alone will be sufficient. Oh, that's nice of you. There's 4 of you, then. What? There were only been 4 of you.
And 2 of them were unpaid interns.
Yeah, so they
A
wouldn't have been on there anyway, so then there would have been
beautiful
2
feather pen of a
of
good
you.
make.
Yeah, it's not a feather pen. Don't even.
This watch is of great value.
Cool.
I think they meant to say fountain pen.
Yeah. Well, let's give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Wow, that was a very loud door closing behind me. Okie dokie, let's do an autopsy.
First of all,
Lack of
let us carry
gold.
out an external examination.
Why are his eyes open? That's just creepy.
Because he's dead.
Creepy. Alright, so
There
he's
is an injury
got
to the
that.
skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. The vessels
Has
and the
eyes.
pupil of the eye appear quite
Yes, yeah.
normal. The air from the
Zimmer.
lungs carries a faint floral aroma. There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Okay.
You can't have these.
No redness, stings, or bruises. Nothing suspicious here.
Okay.
Now, let us examine the internal organs.
Okay.
Apparently Watson whistles while he autopsies.
Nice, Watson. See, he's an alien. Old Watson would never have done that. Oh. Because
Yeah,
that's what everyone looks like on the inside.
I told you, it's like one of those plastic dummies. And the parts just
Oh.
come out, so
Oh.
you can look at them.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Yeah. This is totally how autopsies work.
The lungs are congested and edematous.
This is fun. It's like biology
The
class.
heart's
Not
blood
that I would know
vessels
because I never
show
took
no
biology, but I would
pathological
assume this is
signs.
what biology class is like.
Kind of.
The heart tissue shows no
Except the
visible
dramatic
pathological
is of a higher
signs.
quality.
True. Okay. Look at this. A liver.
It is liver shaped.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Is that all we care about with livers?
The liver tissue is brown.
There's two
There are
things
no
on
visible pathological signs.
Liver. Oh,
The liver
there.
is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
I'm sure most people were. Ooh, his stomach is green.
The stomach tissues show no
Pretty much
visible
stomach bone.
pathological signs.
That's fun.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
Oh, we don't care about the intestines, apparently.
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be
Because
more
it smells
exact.
florally
You mean
by his
Yes,
mouth and
it is
nose.
murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Strahd,
Yes,
it's
but
murder.
do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No, a few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
It's good you're enjoying yourself, Holmes. Alright, let's look at our brain here. Poisoning. Dunn was trapped. Ooh, a little brain bubble. After being trapped in the Colonial Collection room by the killer, Montague Dunn was affected by inhaling a virulent vegetal poison. Virulent vegetal poison. Woohoo! Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Lestrade, there's been a murder! Lestrade! Oh, you're not here. Okay, I guess you don't get to know there's been a murder. Who's in the shop today? Don't know you, don't know you. Don't know you or you.
Mr. Holmes?
Good morning. Alright, let's see what our little questy thing says. Find the plans that killed the dude. Find out information. Okay. Okay. Where's my map? Map. To the garden. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's my mouse. My mouse pad.
Is that your new mouse?
What?
Is that your new mouse?
That's my old mouse. I didn't like the new mouse. It was too small. But this is the new keyboard. Yeah, the new S was smaller. Oh, that's better. I think it's just there was stuff on the feet. Okay, so let's talk to you.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But,
Maybe the
oh,
Canadian
most likely
section
maintenance
doesn't
work,
want
tidying up.
You're not
That's
sure
why it's
then?
missing.
But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression. Great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
Interesting.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say. He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before, and now all of a sudden he's trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was.
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And why, he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Okey-dokes. Oh, Albert. I almost called him Alfred for a second. Oh, Alfred. Oh, no, you're not Alfred. You're Albert.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
Yes.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens. And I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? Well, that is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone.
Letter.
Dismissively, with indifference.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Cool.
Thank you, young man.
Don't get out
We
of
shall
it.
see you
I know
again
nothing
soon.
about this place, and I don't like
Yeah.
being here, but I should manage, especially
Yeah, this should
beyond the
be
guy who's
mine.
been working here for however long and actually likes plants.
Yeah, why would you want to work here? Odd. Okay. Well, that means that we can go in the locked places. I can go in the director's office. You look nothing like your son.
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
Ooh, the Times. New plant species. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce a successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, who will hold a press conference next Monday morning on this very subject. Okay, cool. What, we don't care about anything else? Weird. Ooh, magical. No, we do apparently. Oh, now we care about things. Dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in the world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom and wish you nothing but good luck. Montague Dunn. Ah. Okay. That's a lot of champagne.
Champagne. Montague Dunn had a good taste.
But we also
French
discovered
wine.
from his
A
liver
remarkable
that
vintage.
he likes alcohol. Apparently hunting creatures.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Oh, yay, we get to open a safe. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we gotta go. Okay. Oh, this is a pain.
You can hold it down.
Oh. Okay. The lock. There we go. Quick, easy. What do we got? Letter. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary, precious, and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species, and from those who might wish to use them for a dubious purpose. This divine syndicate of whom you speak may have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permission of these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. I'm just going to write down that date, because then we can look at newspapers when we get home. Let's see if we can find out what happened in June. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. Documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday. As always, Montague Dunn. Mr. Doon, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie we need not elaborate. That was reported in the press as the case scenario. So, June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate. Interesting.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunn, rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street, an educational scholarship at the London University, credits opened at Hamilton, Radigan House Tailors, and at Baird and Son Luxury Jewelers. Wow. Okay, I think that's everything in here. There's a lot of shoes. Keeps that many shoes at work. And a cactus! Okie dokie. What is this?
Locked.
Whoa.
Gloves. Waterproof aprons. Everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
It's being burnt. We saw that. Okay, it wants me to use my... Okay, you said we couldn't go in the cloakroom. It seems... Why does everyone leave burning fires? No wonder London burns down. University of Cambridge Botanical Section.
This student's book belongs to Albert.
Repeat here.
A botany book.
Yeah, but also he said he attended the University of London.
Chemistry!
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything.
Okay. Oh, I have to put the cylinder in. Maybe. In something. What am I... What?
I don't hear anything.
No! Oh. There we go.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
Come on. There we go.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants do respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness.
study report.
Okay.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Okay. Okay, we don't care about those, so let's turn on our Ringu.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Gold dust? Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Ooh, another Toby section. Cool. Alright,
Yeah, we'll probably go.
I'm going to end this episode here. We get to play with Toby! But that will have to wait till next week. So, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!
These wretched bees come from?